Hi guys, happy Friday. Oof. All right, I'm in New York. If you're in New York, you know we are all on lockdown. So I know I've talked to lots of you out there that have come to me for information throughout the months, years on how this crazy business works. Now, definitely I have a lot of downtime, so I figured I'd do some videos. I wanted to start with something super basic. And if you hear snoring in the background, it's because my dog, who has been on television, by the way, she was on the blacklist. Maybe she'll wake up later. She's going to be in these videos with me. She likes her mom. What can I say? All of that being said, let's start with the most basic of things. You've been cast. Yay! Maybe you've been cast as background. We all have to start somewhere. Maybe you've been cast as a stand-in or photo double. We'll get into that specifically in a later video. But congratulations, not only are you now with crew, but you get to be in front of the director of photography, the assistant director, everyone for your principal, all through the shoot, which is amazing. So take advantage of that. More on that later. Or you booked principal. Yay! What we all strive for. So here's the thing. You're going to get a call time. Now this is going to be different for everyone. As a general rule, and I'm going to say all of these things that I'm going to tell you as a general rule, you will get your call time normally between 5 and 8 p.m. the night before a shoot, if it is during the week. Most productions do not shoot on the weekends. Sometimes they do. My guess is once all this craziness is over, everyone's going to be shooting 7 days a week to catch up. Fingers crossed that we'll all have so much work we won't know what to do with ourselves. And some productions that do shoot on the weekends, if it's a Saturday shoot, of course they'll give you that call time on Friday. Now, in the case of it being a Monday shoot, what typically happens is you will get your call time at some point on Sunday. Now, I've heard the good, the bad, the ugly, and I've been through it all. I've been through it all where at Tuesday night at 10 p.m., I found out I had a 6 a.m. call time the next day. Boo, we hate that. But I promise you, casting wants to go home. They are not trying to withhold information from you. They're just trying to make sure that the prelim, we'll do a whole separate video on that, is correct with what the actual call times are. And guys, really, most of them are super good about letting you know. Now, if you're a principal, typically this information is going to go to your manager or agent, and then they will send it to you. Normally, if you're a principal, you're going to get a bit more of a heads up as well. Now, if you are crew as a stand-in or photo double, generally speaking, unless you're day playing, we'll talk about that term in a second, you're also going to get that information before everyone else that's waiting, because you'll have access to a prelim, or what's called the preliminary. I love this. I love the prelim. It's like the information that everyone's always vying for, because it lets everyone, and I mean everyone that's going to be on that set, from the people providing craft services to the people in locations, to the DPs, to the ADs, to everyone. It lets them know what time they're going to be on set the next day, and it's also got a bit of an advanced schedule. One of the other great things about it is also talks about the shots that are going to be done. So it can give you an idea of how the day is going to progress and what scenes you're going to be in based on your character number. So, in kind of conclusion to all of this, 3 things you got to remember. Number 1, know that those call times are getting to you as soon as possible. Number 2, respect the call times. This is a military thing. This is a life team thing. Excuse me, I stumbled a little bit. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable. Don't be late. I get it. So get it. The trains are screwed up. The bus is screwed up. Your Uber driver got lost. Your Lyft driver doesn't know where the heck they're going. All these things can happen, right? Just always try to be there 15 minutes and no more really than 15 minutes early, and you should always be okay. Little side note on that, because it's come up on a few different groups on Facebook that I belong to. Listen, if you're super early as a general nature, that's great. But when it comes to auditions and showing up somewhere, if you're more than 15 minutes early, trust me when I say this, you're throwing people off. As someone who's worked in casting, they're not scheduled to see you for a bit, so you've now thrown them off. As someone who's also worked on the production side, all you're really doing is making whoever is checking you in the case of film, television, commercial, that could be anyone from a production assistant to the second, right? You're just making them question why you're there so early. So in conclusion, 3 things. 1, get there 15 minutes early, or strive to get there 15 minutes early. 2, make sure you know what documentation is needed when you get there. These days, I gotta tell you, most people are happy with a passport ID card. If you're not comfortable carrying any of these things, find out if the production will take this information ahead of time. And number 3, and I think this goes without saying, when you get there, whether you're a stand-in, a photo double, principal, background, it doesn't matter what you're doing for the day. Just be professional and remember, everyone is listening to you, not just people running sound. More videos coming soon. Hope you guys are all doing well. Stay safe. Bye-bye.